back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Aaliyah. Nothing more to it. I haven't done that intro in so long, but as you're about to today's title, I got my first tattoo. Anyway, yeah, so I got my first tattoo. I'm gonna just get it out of the way and show it first, just so y'all can see what it looks like. Yeah. But yeah, that is what my first tattoo looks like. Okay, anyway, I got my tattoo yesterday. It's day 2, and yeah, I'm just gonna talk through the whole process, how it was, the pain. I always knew that I was going to get tattoos eventually. I just didn't know when, or if I ever had the time, money, you know, because I don't drive. Like, I'm just now learning how to drive for like the past couple of weeks. I could drive probably like somewhere that's 10 minutes away, but that's about it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't drive, so it's not like I was really going out of my way to go get a tattoo done whenever, blah, blah, blah. And also money was an issue too, because like I be broke. I really be broke. And it's like, yeah. Anyway, if you guys see some boxes in the background and stuff, it's because I'm moving. Yes, I will probably make another video about this, but I'm moving. Anyway, yeah. Originally, I just wanted to go get the tattoo done by myself, and I was just gonna take the subway, bus, whatever, because honestly, it wasn't that long of a ride. It was like an hour and 20 minutes, which isn't bad because I've been on the subway for like 2 hours before, so I was like, that's not bad. And besides the point, I was gonna go early, get it done, over with, and everything. So the place I had went to on Wednesdays, they offer this $50 small tattoo up to like 1 to 1.5 inches, and it's just $50, right? And so, but it's like a very simple design, right? Anyway, and so I'm like, this is my opportunity to go get a tattoo done. If I'm not gonna do it now, then I'm not gonna do it anytime soon or ever. So I was like, bet. Because this whole time, the whole reason I didn't even get a tattoo earlier is because I knew my other friends wanted tattoos, and I wanted to get it done like together, like as a friend thing, but that didn't happen. Anyway, point is, I didn't end up taking the subway. My boyfriend took me because he offered, even though I didn't really need him to do that, but he be doing that stuff. Anyway, he took me, he was there with me the whole time. So basically, the place that I went to, when I had arrived, it was like 1 o'clock, 1:30, around that time. And me, in the back of my head, I'm like, they can't really be that busy, because the tattoo studio that I went to, they have a whole bunch of other locations like in downtown Toronto, and like there's just a whole bunch of other locations, right? So I'm like, okay, this one's like one of the further locations, well, further from Toronto but closer to me. And I was like, they can't be too busy, right? And plus they open at like 11 a.m. I went, like I said, around like 1:30 p.m. and that I had to wait at least 2 hours. And even by the time I came back and 2 hours had been up, it still took me like an hour to actually get tattooed, because the whole design process, and like by the time I came, there was already still people waiting to get tattooed and shit. So yeah, it was like a long process. It took like almost a quarter of the day, which was it was a lot, but at the same time, I'm glad I did it because I got a tattoo now. Anyway, so basically the tattoo that I got, I was struggling between two. I always said my first tattoo was gonna be X, because X was my favorite musical artist. So like I really wanted my first tattoo to be dedicated to him. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna go get a whole bunch of other X tattoos as time passes on. So I kept thinking, like, if I want a tattoo, then I want it to be simple. Plus the X tattoos that I want, they're kind of like a bit complex. I don't know, not really complex, but they're like somewhat complex and simple at the same time. But anyway, tattoo that I got is a number tattoo, 444. and it's just angel numbers, to be honest. I don't know, it's just something that I believe in because I'm the type of person to believe in signs and stuff. And there was a point in my life, like a couple months ago, I just kept seeing every single angel number, but the one that I saw the most was 444. And it's so crazy because my favorite number is 44. So I'm like, this has to mean something. I'm just like that type of person, you know? And that's literally why I just got it tattooed. And for me, tattoos don't have to mean anything like overly too serious. If I want it on my body forever, then I want it on my body forever. Like we all finna die. As long as I'm not getting anything crazy on my face or like my neck or like anywhere else, I'm fine with it. But yeah, that's why I got it tatted. The tattoo artist that did my tattoo, I would definitely go to her again. I don't know, I just liked her vibe, even though we didn't really have like a big conversation, but yeah, I liked her vibe. Anyway, he opened up a new needle in front of me, which is what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to show you that they're opening up a new needle. And then she put the stencil on, and then she's like, go check it in the mirror if you like it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah. Yeah, so she kind of just like did it to the center of my wrist, which is like where I wanted it mostly. I actually ended up paying $75 for it because of the font I chose. Like when I got there, I didn't really know exactly what font I really wanted, so it took me a while to like just choose, and the one that I ended up choosing was like, it was kind of like a fancy one, and I didn't know it was gonna cost more money, but at the same time, if I got it done anywhere else, it would have cost more than it actually was. And $75 was a good price, so I just said, fuck it, let me go and do it. If I had more money, I would have done 2 that day, but I am broke. Anyway, the tattoo pain. To be honest, I know I'm gonna get tattoos in more places that would probably hurt a lot more. Around this area, there's not a lot of fat for me, and so like I knew it was gonna hurt like a little bit more than I had expected it to. But to be honest, I'd rate the pain like 5 out of 10 for like this part. But when she went like a down a little lower, it started to hurt a bit more. So maybe a 6 out of 10 when she was doing that part. But other than that, it was very much manageable pain. At one point, I just felt like I was getting used to it. And she did it quite quickly. I was like, wow, we're over already? But yeah, it was very quick and very easy process, which I enjoyed a lot. And like I was very, very nervous because I was so scared it was gonna hurt so much that I couldn't like take it at all. But in the back of my mind, I also knew like if it's gonna hurt that much, I know I'm not gonna say anything, or like I know I'm not gonna like be like, like, you know, it wasn't that type of pain. It was just a pain where you're just sitting there and you're like, yeah, that hurts, but it's okay, you know? But yeah, that's the type of pain it was. The receptionist was so nice. Like I'm really about to go leave a Google review because they were like literally so nice. Yeah, overall the vibe there was just good. I'm glad I got it done. I think that's really all I have to say. I was already watching a video about how to take care of a tattoo after, what you're supposed to do before and after. And they basically had put this is like the professional tattoo wrap that they put on your tattoos, and I'm supposed to take it off like in 2 to 3 days, and then after that I'm supposed to wash my hands first. I gotta make sure everything's clean, gently like pull this off, use warm water, lukewarm water, and just like wash off the blood, plasma, whatever. And then kind of just use an unscented soap on it and just like clean it, and then pat it dry, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then apply like a moisturizer for your tattoo, unscented one. I didn't record anything because there was already like a lot of people there. And I'm like, because there's so many people there, I was very nervous, and like, I'm not comfortable with places that had a lot of people in it, which is why I wasn't really like open about like recording or whatever. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I'll try to see you guys next week. But bye.